So today I would like to talk about something that might offend some people. So I just want to preface this call by saying this is not meant to offend anybody in any way. This is purely based on what I've experienced along my 80-pound weight loss journey and what I have noticed over the hundreds of women that I have coached one-on-one and then thousands of women that I've coached over the years, just common themes and trends that I've noticed. So what I want to talk about is something that I call your thintuition. And your thintuition, this is something that all women have, or at least all women that I've run into have. And basically it's that big desire, that deep desire deep down inside of you to be thin, to be healthy, to be fit, to be that best version of you and get the weight off. Your thintuition is that internal desire to actually get healthy and lose weight. And in some women, it can be a loud thintuition. They can have a very loud thintuition, or they can have a very quiet thintuition. If you have a quiet thintuition, these are the type of women who don't think that they have anything wrong with them, right? They don't think they need to change anything. They don't think their situation is as bad as it really is. And they're not really looking to lose weight, even though they could probably get healthier if they did lose a little bit. So people who have a quiet intuition, there's not much I can do to help them. I was there at one point in my life too, where I didn't think I had as big of a problem as I did. I wasn't really trying to actively solve it because I didn't think it needed to be solved. So if women are in this kind of quiet stage with a quiet intuition, there's not much that can help push them in the right direction except time and experience and, going through challenging, difficult times to kind of open up their mind. So that's on the one side. Now, the majority of the women that I deal with, and if you were listening to me speak right now, you probably fall in this category where you have a loud thintuition. Now, having a loud thintuition doesn't mean it's productive or efficient. It just means that desire to lose weight is very strong. You can feel it, right? You want to lose weight. You want to get healthy. You want to get toned. You want to feel better, more comfortable, confident, X, Y, and Z. That desire is there and you hear it. Now, unfortunately, a lot of the times what I see is this loud thintuition is kind of negative, right? So yes, that desire to lose weight is strong, but it kind of shows up in self-deprecating ways. So it could be, you're not worthy, or maybe you self-sabotage yourself, or maybe you talk down to yourself, you beat yourself up when you ate something you didn't, you feel guilty, X, Y, and Z. So most women that I run into and actually coach have a loud thintuition. I won't even coach women with a quiet thintuition. They're not ready yet. So here's the thing. This loud thintuition, this loud alarm system inside of you telling you need to lose weight, it's not a bad thing, right? Maybe it's hurting you or not helping you right now because it's kind of making you feel worse than you already do about your situation. But here's the thing, it just hasn't been harnessed yet. This thintuition is a superpower. Basically, your thintuition, it is the reason that you can't go on a beach without a cover up. It's the reason you can't go into the water without a t-shirt on. It is the reason that you don't want to show the world your body because you are embarrassed or ashamed or maybe even disgusted of your body because you know that the state that it is in is not okay. It is not okay. You can do better. You deserve better. Your body deserves better. As humans, we were made for better. It is the reason that when we're picking out outfits, we pick something that's flowy and doesn't cling to our stomach and show off our rolls. Or maybe it's the thing that makes us choose long sleeves over short sleeves because we don't want to show off our arms. Or it's the thing when we sit down, we put a pillow over our stomach. Or we wear stretchy pants instead of jeans because it doesn't cut into our love handles. The thintuition is the reason we are hiding our body from the world because we do not want the world to see the state that our body is in because we let it get here. And we know that this state is not okay. It is unnatural. It is against the best version of ourselves. It's the reason that we only take pictures when somebody's standing in front of us to cover half of our body, or the reasons we only take selfies high up so we don't get our double chin. That is how powerful this thintuition is. It is guiding you because deep down inside. This Thintuition is Mother Nature inside of you. It is your connection with the universe. It is telling you there is no way that you can be the best you if you have excess weight on your body. And it is not just because you don't look your best. And we all want to look better, of course. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you cannot possibly be the most patient you, be the most caring you, be the most smart and intelligent you, be the most focused and energized you. You can't have the best functioning hormones and best functioning chemical reactions in your body. You can't be the best you with any excess weight on you. It's just not possible. It is unnatural. The more weight we put on, the more disconnected we are from ourselves, from the people around us, and from with Mother Nature and the universe itself. It is, this fat is a layer. It is interrupting our connection. And this Thintuition is screaming at us from the inside. That is why you want to lose weight, because your body is telling you the way that we are is not okay. It's not right. This is wrong. This is going against the natural way things should be. It's this Thintuition, it's our highest form of self-love. You know, we get it mixed up for self-loathing and self-deprecating and beating ourselves up, when really it's just telling us how, like, it's the universe and Mother Nature and our deep internal selves and self-conscious telling us how much we love ourselves, that we need to take care of ourselves better. And we're just misinterpreting it and projecting it negatively. It is the highest form of self-love, this Thintuition is. It's telling us how much it loves us, that we have to start taking care of ourselves. Because you don't want to get rid of it, right? Like, I hear a lot of women coming to me and they want to get rid of this feeling, this negative feeling, this beat yourself up feeling, this stop feeling guilty, stop always having such high standards and being a perfectionist. Like, we want to get rid of this feeling, but it's not about getting rid of it. It's about listening to it and understanding it. And what it is saying, and all it is saying, is you can do better. You have so much power that's just sitting, waiting to be released. The life you never dreamed of, the connections with the people in your life you never dreamed of, the career you never dreamed of, the family, the X, Y, and Z that you never dreamed of is literally right there in front of you. The only thing stopping you is the weight. And your weight is a symptom. The weight is not a problem. It is a side effect of the bigger problem. And what is that problem? It is that we have not set up a lifestyle that encourages you to reach the best version of you, to reach your potential as a human. Because as humans, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe we are one of the longest running species alive. So we can outrun almost any other species, any other animal. We can keep running. We were built to run and row and endure. We are meant to endure. We have insane amounts of endurance as a human. We can run and run for hours and hours. And that's what we're meant to do. We are meant to do that. Our bodies can handle stuff like that. And I'm not saying you have to go become a marathon runner. I'm not saying you even have to run. I'm just saying that is what we are built to do. And if we're not pushing ourselves in some area like we were built to do, we are a shell of the potential that we could reach. We are living life at like 10% of what we could. And that 10% is cozy and comfortable and familiar. So we don't want to leave that 10%. But I'm sitting here telling you there's 90% of life that you are missing simply because we are carrying extra weight on our bodies. That is how important this is. That is why you can't give up. That is why you don't want to give up. That is why, even though you've struggled and you've tried, and by all means you should want to give up, that's why you're still listening to me talk right now, because you know that you can't give up. You know that maybe you want to give up short term, but long term you don't, because that future is scary. That future is not a future that you accept. Your body is intelligent. Your mind is intelligent. It knows. Listen to it. Listen to it. And it's funny because a lot of the times I hear women talking about wanting to lose weight, and they'll say, I just want to be happy in my skin, right? I just want to, I love myself, but I want to change. I don't think that you can ever truly love yourself. Okay, this is deep. I don't think you can ever truly love yourself if you're not at a healthy weight. And I don't say that from a self-esteem side of things, a self-confidence side. I simply mean, if you don't know what it's like to go on the journey to become your best self, to become somebody who's capable, who's a formidable force, who's strong, who's overcome crazy obstacles, who's not a slave to their impulses, who's not a slave to their cravings, who can do the hard stuff, who can delay gratification. If you don't know what it's like to have those character traits, I don't think deep down we will love ourselves, because we don't think we're worth loving. What have we done to deserve love? Self-love, right? So it usually doesn't come out of nowhere. We have to prove to ourselves that who we are and what we've become is amazing. And I'm not saying there should be, just because there's an absence of love, it doesn't mean there's a presence of hate. We shouldn't hate or loathe ourselves. But if we don't meet ourselves, like that best version of you, would you ever forgive yourself? No. So how could you love yourself? Truly in every area, in every aspect, fully accept yourself. Because there's this body positivity movement going around where they say, love yourself for who you are, accept the body that you have. And in theory, that sounds great. Like, it does. It sounds awesome. And I'd like to think that's possible, but from what I have seen, it is not. The more responsibility I've taken on, the more amazing things I did that I didn't think I could do, the closer I get to achieving the impossible, and impossible becomes possible, the more I love myself, because I know how capable I am. And I am proud, and I have a long list of evidence showing me that I am formidable. I'm a formidable force. Do what you want. I will be okay. I will keep going. I will keep growing. Because if you're not growing, you are dying. There's no such thing as coasting, because everything around you is changing and you're going to get left behind. And so if you take anything away from this talk today, I hope that it would be that your loud Thintuition is just harnessed in the wrong way right now. It's there for a reason, because it's telling you that you can do better. And isn't that exciting if we can do better? Because clearly we're not super 100% happy with where we are. So if there's something inside you telling you you can do better, then we know there's something better. And we know that those feelings can be improved upon. We're not stuck with them. That's one of the best feelings of all. Nothing is permanent. The only thing I know for sure is that everything will change, right? And so this Thintuition is loud, and it's just not harnessed in the right way. It is the biggest, highest form of self-love. It is the universe putting Mother Nature inside of you saying, do better, be better, keep trying. And we learn to love ourselves by trying. By trying. Because we learn so much just from each time we try, each time we fail, each time we get back up. It's not about not falling down. It's about proving to yourself that I fell down again. I got another scrape on my knee. I banged my head again. I got beat up again, but I'm so strong. I still got back up. If you want true self-love and acceptance, if you want to feel good in your skin and have the confidence, you gotta lose the weight. You gotta lose the weight. And it's so much more than just physical. I hope that somebody listening right now can see and understand how important this is, how not superficial this is. It is so much deeper than just wanting to look good. You want to meet that amazing you. You know in your soul that this can't be it. You can't stop here. That's not good enough for you, is it? What does your future look like 1 year from now if you're in the exact same spot? Not good enough, right? So take comfort in the fact that it's okay if we're unhappy. That's a good thing, because that means there's room to improve. If there wasn't room to improve and we were unhappy, well, then what's the point? What's the point if we can't fix things? We can always work, we can always try, we can always improve. And self-love isn't a destination. Self-love and acceptance is saying, okay, I appreciate where I am, but I know my true potential. And I can't stop short of that. That's robbing myself of achieving bliss in life. That's robbing my family of meeting this amazing me, robbing my husband, my children, the world. Can you imagine if everybody woke up every morning and just said, I'm on a mission to be the best me today? Can you imagine? Not all the to-do lists we have to do, just said, I'm going to do what I need to do to become the best me today. And then they woke up again the next day and said, I'm going to do what I need to do to become the best me today. Can you imagine what life would look like if everybody was on this relentless mission to meet their higher version of themselves? Can you even picture that? I can't even picture that. It would be insane how amazing that would be. And if you can demonstrate that, other people in your life will start to do the same. And then it's a ripple effect. So please pay attention to your Thintuition. It is that divine spark in you telling you you are destined for more. Do not ignore it, and do not misinterpret it as you not being good enough. It's not everything you're short of. It's look at everything you can still have. That's what this is. It's not you suck, you're missing, you're not doing this, you're falling short. It's you can do so much more. You can be so much more. You can have so much more. You're not lacking. You can be building. So build. Build, build, build. A house gets built one brick at a time. Put your bricks in. Listen to your Thintuition. It is the highest form of self-love. And if that's what we're going for, true acceptance, take it one brick at a time.